Wyoming Knits podcast. This is episode 15. My name is Jenny Lee, and this is my knitting channel where I like to talk about all of the things that I have been making. To all my new viewers, welcome, and to all my returning viewers, welcome back. I'm coming to you today from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie, Dax. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knit, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. Today I have 2 finished objects and 5 works in progress I would like to talk about, and I did purchase some things that arrived in the mail in the last 2 weeks. So let's just get started. My first finished object is my Desert Vista Dyeworks socks. I did finish both of them. These are my September socks. The color is Crystal Ball Frap. So I started with a 56 stitch cast on. I did 2x2 rib for 20 rounds. I did a 70 round leg, slip stitch, hill flap, and then I in the gusset decreases I went back to 56 stitches. I did this long enough to fit my foot and then a rounded toe. So these ones took me about 2 weeks to make. Both of them. They don't match exactly, but they are super close. Let's see. And my next finished object is another pair of socks. These ones are a gift. I used the Second Breakfast pattern by Lindsay of Sock Witchery, and the yarn I used was from Knitpicks. It was their Hawthorne in the Italian ice color. So because these are a gift, I started with 64 stitches, and I did a 2x2 cuff, and then I started in on the pattern. I did the repeat for about 70 rows, and then I did a rounded toe with a slip stitch. So these are going to be a gift for one of the girls that I work with. This year for Christmas I want to make everyone that I work with in our K1 area a pair of socks for Christmas, and I have 15 pairs that I have to make, and this is number 6. So I have 9 more to go. And that is all my finished objects that I have for this time. Today I am wearing my #Scrappy Sunday sweatshirt that I got from the Crazy Sock Lady spreadshirt shop. I thought it was fitting because today is Sunday, and hopefully later today I get to work on my scrappy blanket. We'll go ahead and talk about my works in progress now. My first one is something I've been working on for a while. This is in my Sassy Sacks. Oh, let's see. All the yarn and bags I talk about today will be linked in the description box below. All the project pages, all the pattern pages. So I have my Big Cozy Cardigan by Andrea Mowry, and I have put some more work on it. Let's see. this is where I was last time, and I've done about that much. I have, this is the one I'm working on, and so I have to put these two on and then go back and pick up stitches on the sleeve for right here so I can do the ribbing to fit on my sleeve, and then this will be done. So this this part is a little bit easier to work on than the textured part. I don't really have to think about this one. It's stockinette stitch, so you go knit all the way down, purl all the way back, knit all the way down, purl all the way back, but there is over 300 stitches that you have to do. So it takes me, I could do about 2 to 4 rows in about an hour, hour and a half. So that's living in here next to my chair downstairs, and whenever I have more than an hour to work on something, I'll pick this one up and try to get a few rows. Everything else I have is, oh nope, I have one thing that is not socks. It's living in my cute little llama bag. I'm making a Mussselburgh hat. So I've only got this far, and I'm using the Sinful yarn in the color Mike Wazowski. So this one is easy to work on. This pattern you cast on, and once you have about an inch, you go ahead and measure your gauge, and it'll tell you how many increases you need to do to get to the right size with your gauge. I started with magic loop, and then once I got all my increases, I switched to 16-inch circulars, and I was going, and I felt like, ooh, this is kind of loose. Is this a thinner yarn, or did my gauge change? So I went back and I remeasured my gauge up here instead of down here, and my gauge did change once I switched over to the 16-inch circulars. And so I ordered a new pair of 16-inch, a size smaller. These are a size 2. I think I'm going to go down to a 1.5 and see if I can get the same gauge on this, because I think this might be a little loose. I don't know if I can see through it. So I would like this to be a warm hat for the winter, and so I think just a little bit tighter gauge will work better. So this one's going in on a pause for a couple more days. I think my needle should be here probably Tuesday, and then I can pick this back up and start working on it. And everything else I have is socks. So we'll start with the most completed pair. It's living in my 2 AM Designs bag. I'm using a Yarnable color from last summer. This is the picnic basket, and I think this was either a June or July color from last year. And I have one finished. I decided to do the Morning Coffee Socks by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. And so I have one finished and one started. So I did, I cast on 64 stitches, did 20 rounds in 2x2 rib, and then went right into the pattern. I think it says to do 11 pattern repeats and then the heel. And then I just put some stitch markers. This is where I did the heel, and then I counted every 10 until I got to where I wanted to put in my toe. So as I'm working on the foot of the next sock, every 10 I'll just move a marker over and then they will match. So this will be another sock for one of the ladies that I work with. My next one is in a Mountain State Stitches bag. I worked on this one quite a bit yesterday. I'm using, I think this is another Yarnable. Nope, this is a Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. And it was You Can Call Me Flower If You Want To. And it came with this black mini, but I think I'm going to do just plain. I'm not going to do any contrasting heels, toes, or cuffs. And this one is the String of Lights pattern by Lindsay of Sock Witchery. I did a 2x2 cuff, cast on 64 stitches, and then right into the pattern. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, a little more than 50 rounds, and then I'll put in my next marker for 60 and a different color for 70 where I want to put in my heel. So working on those ones. And my last work in progress is another pair of socks. So this one's living in my Molly Klein Designs bag, my little Scooby-Doo bag. And this is a Yarn Cafe Creations yarn. Cinnamon Pumpkin Latte on her biscotti sock. And this one is another String of Lights pattern. It's pooling a little bit, so we have some pink on this side and then some more browns and oranges on this side. So I've got about 30, maybe 35 rounds on this one. And I just chug away on these after work. So that is everything I've been working on for the past 2 weeks. Last time I recorded, I did talk about some yarn that I had ordered. I did get my Mama Jess yarn. I got the Trick or Treat mini skein set. And the Trick or Treat in the 100 gram. and this was on her 75-25 Superwash Merino. And I did get my Teal Torch Knits. So I got these 3 colors. I already have 2 of these right here. So I have these 2, and then I got Waves Go Far. It's nice blue speckled, and so not exactly sure what I'm going to make with these ones. I might see if I could do a sweater or maybe a big blanket. I did get the mini fluff set, so I got some more Suri minis. These are 25 grams. Let's see. Mini fluff lace weight, 75-25 Suri alpaca silk. And this has 228 yards per 25 grams. So I got these, and I have those ones already. So I think maybe I could do a Instant Crush by Joji Locatelli out of those ones. We'll just see. And then I ordered Stitchin' with Yarn. I ordered these 3 colors. I needed some more purple, so I got Wildflower Patch, Grapevine, and Beach Wedding. So this is a nice peachy pink with the teal. And I got my Row 1 minis. And these ones are from Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. So I'll just stick these with my other minis. I ordered some more sock rulers from Twice Shared Sheep and some little progress or stitch markers. I think these are like a honeycomb shape, and not in that one. I got the blue and the purple sock rulers. So this has a ruler on the back side, and then the sock ruler on the front side. So you put this side in the heel if you're going top down, or the toe if you're going bottom up. And so then you measure how far you need to go to get to whatever size sock that you need to make. So I just put this in the heel, and I lay my sock flat so I can see, and then I just measure if it's to here, say, oh, I need to go a little more, and then measure again until it gets to the size that I need. So, and these are really nice. They roll up, and you can put them right into your project bag, and then you'll always have a ruler when you need one. that is everything I've been working on or have received in the mail these last 2 weeks. We've had a full 2 weeks back in school. So I get up, get ready, go to school, come home, make dinner, and have just a couple of hours left before it's time to go to bed. And so I just sit and knit on a pair of socks while we watch TV. I've been watching the Wheel of Time. The second season just came out, so we're watching that. And then I just watch knitting podcasts. And then it's bedtime, and not really exciting, but I get a lot of knitting done. And so I'll leave you there today, and if you enjoyed this, give me a like and maybe subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Happy knitting!